Studies evaluation. In what ways does your media product use developer challenge forms and conventions of real media products? Masthead I used here attracts the audience attention with the conventions I have added in. I have made the bright colours so it will stand out to my audience. I've used a caption so that the audience is clear who the magazine features and the straplines to attract them into the magazine. A feature is also added at the bottom so it gives an effect in real media products. Pictures I have used as a real convention for my real media products to indicate who will feature on the magazine and what the magazine will be about on the top shelf. The price and barcode I have added are conventions found in all magazines, so it shows things from real media products that you have to include. The masthead continues, as does the date, so there is repetition used like real media products. As there are titles for the different sections, it breaks up the contents page like the media products. Colours used are representing the front colour and good for house style. With the different challenges I have met, the pictures were the most annoying as you had to get them right. House style is also used throughout as the masthead adds to the colours used. As I have done different layers in Photoshop, it broke up the contents page and was very challenging. Pictures used are different, but however still represent music and the fiddle I have used. As there was a lot of information on it, I had to develop the points from the front cover. Pictures represent the text I wrote about, where it was hard to fit in with the writing. The opening paragraph is in red so it will attract the reader's attention and is a brief wording about the bulk text. Bulk would show more conversation but were challenging from them to make room with the text and pictures. As you can see, I've continued the house style and the masthead on. As there is bulk text of writing, the layers are different in each and it was very challenging to do this, to fit onto the one page. Conventions I have developed on this page is the logo and the corners, at the corners and the number pages. As I have used different features throughout my 3 pages, I have been challenged and had to learn how to develop different points of my 3 professional looking sheets I have done. As the front cover was the first, I had to do a lot of learning there was a lot of learning to be done, and using the different tutorials and watching others using the technologies we had to use got my front cover. I progressed these skills on to produce my contents page and double page spread with making big changes to all of them to get my final piece I was happy with. The class members were very supportive and helped me out to make my 3 pages look like real media products. How does your media product represent particular social groups? As my magazine is for traditional music people, it shows that I am aiming at a social group that would be into traditional instruments. The different ages I have targeted is from 11 to 20-year-olds with the different language I have used and different conventions. All social groups are welcome to read this magazine, but however, as it is based on traditional features and use, it would be targeted traditional instrument there. The social groups may vary, but also as you can see in my contents page, I have also included a Down syndrome girl in my magazine to show I don't single anyone out. As the writing is however formal, children and adults of all ages can read it, but however some people may find it more beneficial than others. As I was the only one in the class doing a traditional magazine, it was good to be different from my fellow class members. I done a questionnaire which was good as it gave me a clear picture of what my social groups were and what age range I would need to focus my magazine on. Doing different research made me learn what social groups aim for different music magazines, which is good for my research and shows that I have learned different aspects from doing my music magazine. What kind of media institutions might distribute your media products and why? As Pure Media distributes the Q magazine, I think this distributor would be beneficial to me as Q is a music magazine, but however the two magazines would differentiate from rock music to traditional music, would be good for the different options people could have within one media institution. For my media product, I was thinking the media institution, my magazine, would be distributed by either Future Publishing or Pure Media. The two distributors differ with these magazines, but however, Future Publishing is big into rock, but however Q magazine features rock also, so therefore these two institutions can be competing against one another, so my magazine will be classed in both of them as a competition. Future Publishing would also be a good media institution for me as it has other music magazines it distributes, but however, like Pure Media, my magazine would differ from them and people could have a choice which one to buy. Although none of these two institutions have a traditional music magazine in their publishing, mine would become the first and may turn out good in the market. There are many different institutions that distribute music magazines, which is good for me to find this out as I didn't know this. I know there are many different music magazines as I have done research on each one. It is good that I have found good results and the two I have talked about previous I thought would suit me. Here's a screenshot of only some of the magazines Pure Media distributes. Who would be the audience for your media product? As for the pictures added, you can see that the model is around the age of 15 to 18, which represents the media audience. Fiddle notes that are quoted on the front of the magazine shows that people that buy the magazine get free tunes, which may appeal to a lot of people. As there are many straplines, a lot would target different genders and different people that play different instruments. Formal language used in the media product shows that it is for a young audience and the wording is easy to read and understand. As the model is a girl, however, there is a set of drums also added in. This shows the magazine is of both genders. As my audience would be for traditional players, however, with the annual report, it may open other people to buy the magazine. This is very like the social groups, as it is picking out what your audience would be for your magazine. As I have learned, there is a lot of niche markets for magazines. As my magazine is a traditional music magazine, this is my niche market and would target these audiences. My audiences would not be very big, as I have done a lot of research on traditional magazines and it is very hard to find groups that buy them. These are some magazines I've found, but it was very hard to get them. How did you attract and address your audience? As my target market is between 15 to 20, so therefore it is good to have a model in this age range. As I have done very few traditional magazine competitors, however, there is a huge music magazine market and I would want to target all the target market for music magazines and not only traditional people. However, I attracted my audience with the models old and violin. I also added some reports on traditional music so more people can learn about it. I have added a lot of information about traditional instruments and issues, but however, I have also added some other stuff for other people to buy my magazine and not just traditional people. As